Alright, in this video, I'm going to be covering my Albania experience, my findings through these lenses, through this human experience, and not through others, okay? So, when I moved to Albania from the United States, I was under the impression that things were going to be a lot cheaper, and that is partially true. Now, where are things cheaper? Okay, fruits and vegetables, meats, you're going to pay around 15% cheaper prices than you would back in the States. Okay, here's a place where you can actually save a lot of money when it comes to dental treatment. So I got my teeth cleaned, and it was a deep clean, and it was a polish as well, and it cost 20 euros, which is around 25 American dollars. Now, there's an actual segment in which you can actually save money. You might be wondering why women in Albania are always walking fast. It's not that they're scared or that they feel like someone's gonna come up and rob them. The reason Albanian women are always pacing, walking fast is because they're always late. They're always running late. Did you know that in Albania, women, most of young women, are engaged? So if you meet a beautiful Albanian woman anywhere from the ages of 19 to 25, there's a high probability they are engaged. That's right, Albania still moves in that old school traditional way, especially in the western part of Albania. So just know that if you are a foreigner, most beautiful women in Albania that are young are engaged. If you are into fitness and you are moving to Albania, just know that the gyms are not crazy cheap like you would imagine just because you're moving to a third world country. Albania is growing, it's thriving. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because there's going to be more money coming into Albania, but then that's money that's coming from overseas, from actual tourism, which means that people here that own properties, that own restaurants, are going to raise their prices so that they can make more profit, which really hurts the locals because the locals are not going to be making any more money unless they actually own a business. But the workers won't be able to afford and keep up with Albania, and that is a major concern. Someone in Albania told me something really important. When you're learning Albanian, don't try to sound exactly like the Albanian would say it, pronounce it. Because here's what I learned is that when you talk to different Albanians, male or female, it sounds a little different when they're saying the exact same thing. So just know that as a foreigner coming in here, you're going to have that accent. And that's okay, as long as you're making an effort to actually learn the language to communicate efficiently. Okay, some of the things that I learned so far is Sie, which is how are you? And then Ditinimir, that means have a good day. And then there's another one is Natin Nimir, it means good night, right? And then there's Si Kuston, it's like how much, right? Another thing that I learned is, what could be another phrase, is Petiter, meaning of course. And then Fali Maldiri, gotta learn that Fali Maldiri because that means thank you. Si Chuesh is basically what's your name, but Si Chuesh originates, it's a Turkish phrase, but it's recognized highly here in Albania. The bread. The bread here in Albania is 100 times healthier than the bread you would find in the States. It's not made to be in the shelf for days and days. It's fresh bread with very little preservatives in the way that it's actually made. It doesn't have all those chemicals. So the bread here actually, I can still consume bread every day and still go to the gym and get abs just because the bread out here is beauty. The bread here is everything, and it's healthy, and it's accompanied whether you're having breakfast, dinner, or lunch. Come to Albania if you love bread. I had to stop eating bread back in the United States because it was just killing me, giving me love handles, making me feel super slow and tired and lazy. And that's because there's difference when it comes to food, and the quality in other countries will be much better than the United States. If you're showing up to Albania as an American or as a foreigner and you're thinking, I'm going to bag me an Albanian baddie skirt, hold up, just let me pause you right there real quick. Albanian women are not shallow. Albanian women are not easy. Albanian women are intellectual, very intelligent, hardworking, feminine women who I find extremely attractive because they understand emotional intelligence. They are calculated. And quite honestly, they are nothing like American women. And all the American women are going to watch this video and hate on me. Baby, stop playing. You guys know in the United States that all American women are cooked. All right, 99.9% of American women are not healthy. So get yourself an Albanian woman. Invest though, because you can't get her just right off the bat. With Albanian women, you have to understand that you have to enter a social circle. Once you're in that social circle, you become familiar. So you have to familiarize yourself, and they have to become familiar with you and build rapport. So this is the healthiest way, because every couple that I've approached, and these are young couples that are engaged, they've been dating for a very long time. In fact, before they even dated, they were best friends for a very long time. So that just shows you how amazing the culture here is in Albania. It's not a hookup culture. It's a culture in which you invest, a culture in which you build. And that, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is amazing.